YouTube? We are back with the last of our Matchplay videos from Dean's Dugout this past Sunday. By the time of recording, we've got myself playing MirageGaogamon on the right and Anthony playing his Machinedramon deck on the left. I'm joined by my partner in crime, my pinhead Larry, TJ.
I'm your pinhead? No one's ever said anything so nice to me.
Look at this. Digimon building bridges. Look at this. Anywho's, but you know, this is, like I said, the last of this set from Dean, so look out for another set coming up from our locals that'll be on Thursday by the time of upload. We are trying to space things out and keep things a little bit regular for you guys, so hopefully this is a good schedule that we got going for you. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you like what you're seeing and can keep joining us and watching what we have to show. If you're old and returning, once again, we really do appreciate all the support you've given the channel. Thank you will never be enough, so we really do appreciate it. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know what other things you want to see from our channel. We're always looking to grow and, you know, kind of expand and evolve the channel in a way that kind of brings people in and bring people together. So we're welcome to suggestions. Feel free to check out our socials, our Instagram, our Twitter, our Discord, as well as our TCG player affiliate. We've had some good discussions going on our Discord of late, so, you know, it is a nice place to just kind of shoot the shit, talk about stuff, and kind of leave suggestions. So we hope to see you guys there. And without further ado, enough of my rambling. Let's hop right into it.
I'm either that good of an actor, or I'm that emotionally broken that I was able to make myself get teary-eyed when you called me Pinhead Larry.
Just before we start the round two, so we actually wrapped things up. We finished our round and we're like, shit, the camera wasn't recording. And we had our other match that was like sort of the tiebreaker of like if there's gonna be another round or not still going. So we're like, yeah, fuck it, we'll just do another set.
Who got it?
I got it.
Oh,
I got
nice.
it, yeah.
Were you undefeated? Did you win?
I did win today.
Look at you, are king. The man doing it. I hate Mirage with Fuka, dude. It's so annoying to play against. It's cool that it made Mirage viable, but I hate that like that one card overtuned Mirage to a point that it was just like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. Yeah, it was... We'll talk about the previous set later, but we see a pretty good setup for myself with a Thomas and a Macao in the back. I do a Gaomon really just to kind of have both of us draw, and I do a Kuma just to set up a little bit of something that I have coming up. Anthony does go ahead and attempt to swing. He does suspend my Kuma, and I go into Zudo Ace, which will have us both crash. But at least I was like, you know what? I'll give him memory, but it does get rid of his stack. And if he's missing some pieces, then it just sort of forces him to restart. He goes into another Analog Man, and then it just throws out an Armadillo, which, allows him to pick up a dual-colored black card. We're all hits, but does pick up the Megadramon.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good in this.
Ragna, another Mega.
Yeah. So we go ahead and
so
swing.
It begins.
It does begin. We tap Tom, so we both draw. We go into Mirage for 4. We restand off the Macao effect. And now we're sitting in a pretty decent spot, but I think I'm just missing pieces. I know that he doesn't have anything in back, so I'm like, well, fuck it. Just set up a Thomas. I guess I technically could have swung, but I was worried about, what was it? The
heavy mobile?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, because if he doesn't have the BT-8 Metal Gray in hand, he can't really do like anything to your stack outside of like he can do Digivolve if he hard drops a Castramon, but that's a lot of memory to pass.
And we're talking where the Analog Man, he did proc 1, which basically just nets him memory with the mat, so it's just like free cycle for him, which is fair. Does go into Gardro and then plays out a Mem Boost to pick up, I believe it's the picks up the level 5. I start building another stack in the back. He just preemptively sets up his cards.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. He knows what's going to happen.
We both draw. I gain memory, a crap ton of memory.
Christ.
We declare Burst Evo going into Burst mode, gain even more memory. Swing. bottom deck to restand. And we go ahead. I was like, wait a second, play out the Thomas. Do that, yep. And just swing and boom.
Because Anthony didn't get to play the game. Admittedly, that is something you have to be super careful about. You have to be, like, depending on the deck you're playing against, or especially moving into BT-15 and 16, ace cards becoming more common, you have to be so careful. You have to be so much more hyper aware of what people can do.
Yeah.
Admittedly, it is interesting. I don't think we have a black level 5 ace card yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
There's level 5s for every other color, but it, you know, it's, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, we do go into Gao and a Gauga just to set up. We see Anthony go into a Doru in the back, and then a Hover SB, and then plays out a training for 2, allows him to pick up the MirageGaogamon. Pretty good start for him. I just say, okay, we'll set up a Thomas, pass him over to 2. He plays Congo to prevent any early like chip damage, and then goes analog. We play training for 2 to pick up, I believe, the Thomas. Yep. Yeah. And I say, you know what?
Okay.
We play it to choke. I think I do. Yep. I just play the Thomas out to choke. The thing at that point, my hand, I wasn't hitting like a mock Gao. I think I had a Zudo ace in hand, but like maybe if I can like try to get into a mock Gao, I would like that a little better. I figured I'd have some time too. So it's just like,
you being good sport, let him trash first and then push up. Which technically he could have seen something that he really wanted off of that, but that's fine.
We do a Chaos to slide 3 sources. He will pop my Thomas, the 3-cost Thomas off of that play. Not bad. We crack the training to go into Zudo Ace. I choose to strip the Metal Gray that allows you to swing it unsuspended, and then the blocker. Go into Mirage. Nothing to bounce, but we do bounce Security, so gain 2 memory back, because he only has 4 cards in hand, and I've got the Inheritable from the Gauga. I don't have a burst mode here, so I decided to just Kuma to choke him to 2 as best I could. Yeah. Because I know Analog Youth is just gonna net him back a memory.
Analog Man, you mean?
Or Analog Man, yeah.
Yeah. When he's also, this does give you jamming, I believe, now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Never mind. No, you don't. You don't jamming yet.
I have a Zudo Ace. That was another reason.
But that will give you jamming. Yeah. It's so hard, man. Like, you have to be so aware of it, but there's also like sometimes you have to just push aggression and you just have to hope they don't have the ace.
Yeah.
But really good for you, because now you have jamming. He's suspended, so even if he redirects, he doesn't have protections at this point either.
So we go ahead, swing jamming, hit a boost.
That is a little scary.
And go into another Mirage to bounce another card back to his hand from Security, which will net me 2 each. So I'll go back up to...
Oh, dog.
Dog doing dog things.
Dog doing dog
Tap Thomas to restand that Mirage. Play out another Thomas to restand, swing, and then swing with Mirage. I forget that he has redirect. So we do pass turn. I got lost in the sauce. I was like, oh yeah, this is swing for game. Look at me. And I was like, wait, oops. So we do give him another turn. He cracks his mem boost that I gave him to go into Machine. Then is able to go into Chaos, which he laughs. He's like, I top decked the Chaos. He's like, this was actually like perfect. He's like, otherwise I had nothing I could do. But does top deck the Chaos. Pure, like, you know, pops multiple things. He should pop the Gaomon off of the Metal Tyranno, I believe, or Metal Mame.
Yeah, he does that. Yeah. Now he calls it. Did hit something in Security? It looked like that he had to trash some sources. We'll just hard play another Machine. Looks like.
No, I think he's gonna go into Chaos X. Goes Armadillo. Yeah, and then Chaos X for 2. And then slides more sources underneath. And I'm in a pretty rough spot right now, because he's got that big body on board now with a ton of inheritables. My Thomases are just going to keep dying. At least my 3 drops. And I'm like, okay, well, he has 2 checks off of the Metal Gray as well, so he just threatens lethal next game. I go training. I needed the burst mode, so I'd pick up the burst mode. Not that it's going to do much. Play Sorai, which will strip sources, but again, it's not really going to stop Anthony at this point.
Yeah, there's not much you can do. Because the thing is, you can Goma will stop you from being blocked, but you can still be redirected. So the analog man still.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. What she just evos there. He'll swing 2 checks.
Or he's using 1 because I stripped the check +1 off of the Sorai,
gotcha.
but he does have a
but
hybrid.
Then does have a hybrid. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do have a game 3 after my let's just call it premature finish.
Were you not seeing burst modes? I didn't.
I
see
was
your
not
hand.
seeing a burst mode. No, I didn't have a burst mode, which didn't allow me to do it. But you know, while we wait for first setup, shout out to Anthony too. He was being a good sport because I mean, arguably this is a very, very rough matchup for him, and it's also very frustrating to just not play the game when Mirage is doing Mirage things.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep it a stack. I think that right now with where Mirage is at, I'm surprised more people aren't playing it. To be honest, Mirage is straight up busted right now.
Yes.
Mirage is already a fairly fast deck that its biggest issue was like, oh, if I hit something in security, I'm going to die if I don't have more DP than it. And it had issues DP climbing. With jamming, that's gone.
Yeah.
So right now, Mirage's only bad matchups, realistically, are decks that have a lot of security bombs.
I have pretty good setup because I have a Gauga in the back training to pick up a burst. Anthony, unfortunately, is missing rookies, which is sort of the story of like our unrecorded matches. He just didn't find rookies, which was rough for him. I cracked the training to go into Macao, and then I go into Mirage to bounce, gaining memory.
Yeah.
And then it begins. Yeah. And then we just play a Thomas. I felt comfortable swinging there because I'm like, he doesn't have anything on board. I can choke him to 2. Yes, he has the boost, but like it'd be an early like blitz. I'm just like, fuck it, you know, let's just.
You already know he's struggling on pieces.
Yeah.
He does choke you to 1.
We go a Gao in the back.
Does it matter?
Go ahead, swing. I tap Thomas to restand him. I will. I think here I'm debating if I want a burst mode right now, but I do end up burst moding, getting another 2 memory, and here I'm like, wait a second, he's only at 8, so I can't like. And here Rio was just telling us to report because the other ones had wrapped up and he was figuring out Prison, but we do go into Gao to have him draw 1. Go ahead, swing. I just bottom deck what he drew off of it to restand. And then I just go into Gao. I don't swing with the burst mode just because I was like, you know what? Let's just keep it live. You know, force him to, if he does draw anything by effect, it just, you know. There's no way he can like get rid of my Mirage outside of just like straight up deleting it.
Is he missing machines?
He is. And that's where I kind of lucked out there.
Oh, no. He's got that, but no chaos.
Yeah.
Again, no chaos. So just grabs the analog man, does that. Oh no, he does have a chaos. Never mind. He drew it off the Evo. Okay.
So D-Digivolve 3. I think right now he's just debating on what he wants to put in there, but he does just. Oop. A little bit of a frame drop. It's okay. We'll get there. Just decide to swing with chaos. Hits a training, which is unfortunate. And then plays drops an analog man. Yeah, for 4, and we're just counting out sources here. Goma start a main allows me to strip 1. I go into Gauga. Yep, go into Gauga from the training.
The 1 redirect.
Go to Macao for 3.
Yeah.
And here go into Mirage once again. Then bounce, gain 3 exactly. So just keep turn. And then he does have 1 redirect. So I do decide to go into burst mode here. I can't bounce anything, but I will gain another 2 memory.
He has to strip sources though.
Yes. Yeah, and we were debating
attempts
that,
to bounce. Yeah, there you go.
Swing, and then we would just swing and go for game.
Yeah. There's not much you can do there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like you're so Mirage is so fast and so oppressive with its bouncing. Like, it's so much bounce that it has access to. And because it's a deck that is built around drawing, even if it's drawing, also helping your opponent draw, you're still drawing cards as well. It's very consistent. It's got all that blue consistency and memory control, but now with jamming and removal. Like, it's insane.
Well, I mean, I think the training and the Zudo Aces also really helped the deck out a lot too.
Yes.
I mean, Buka obviously
Absolutely.
is like the top, like by far the best support piece it got. But like the Zudo Ace,
the
being able to
Goma,
do, and like the trainings to just like search for tamers that you couldn't before.
Yeah.
Like reduce your
the trainings let you get
costs.
tamers, reducing costs. You have the Goma that also helps strip sources, which helps maintain that jamming condition on top of making you unblockable. So that means that unless they have a hard redirect, they don't, like, you don't care if there's blockers on board. And then you have Zudo Ace, which again plays towards that jamming requirement.
Yeah.
And then also is board control.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much.
I mean, you're bouncing stuff to hand too, which is exactly what Mirage
yes.
sort of feeds off
which
of.
also changing memory, and he's
Yeah.
a 4-drop. So it's like, I think I saw it was you or somebody, or maybe you made the play against me where I think you had a Mirage on board and you dropped a Zudo Ace for 4, bounced the card back to my hand because I had like enough cards in hand. He became a 2-drop. It's a 2-drop level 5.
So I wish the first games were recorded because I did something very similar. It was, granted, Anthony had to give me a ton of memory because he really didn't have much of an out, so I did have a lot to work with, but it was a lot of like doing exactly what you did, right? Or what you just said, right? Like drop Zudo Ace with a Mirage on board, gain memory back, go into like another Mirage, gain more memory. It was just like, it was nasty.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people sleeping on Mirage. It felt good playing blue again, I will say, after kind of dabbling into like the rainbow basically for the past couple months, just going back to blue. Did feel good. Granted, it's in a good spot, so yeah, that's why it felt good. But yeah, no, thanks for Anthony. Shout out to him for always being a good sport. Always fun playing against you, my man. And thank y'all for tuning in. You know, hopefully you guys enjoyed this set. Like I said, we'll have more videos for you towards the tail end of the week once we get some more match play recorded at our locals on Thursday. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully you guys enjoy the next set. And catch you on the flippy flip. Thank y'all for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Bye.